Concerns tonight about some Toronto police officers not wearing a mask when in close contact with members of the public. And it appears wearing a mask is not a strict rule in the force, but it's at the officer's discretion. They say they have investigative reasons for not always wearing one, but critics say that's an invalid excuse. Breaking up beach parties and large gatherings. Since the pandemic started, police have been forced into crowded settings where physical distancing just isn't an option. Sometimes they have masks on and sometimes they don't.
They have to follow the same rules we do, and that includes mask wearing.
And it's become a major concern for people who have experienced it firsthand when they've been pulled over by an officer.
Honestly, I wish I had the courage at that time to be like, hey man, like hey sir, do you mind putting on a mask?
We spoke with a Toronto man who was pulled over for speeding yesterday. He says the officer spoke with him for at least 15 minutes without a mask on.
All this time, like without a face mask, pretty close to me. And I'm pretty sure I felt like a droplet in my hand.
And he was too intimidated to say anything at the time.
Please understand, like, the impact your power has on people and how, like, you know, had this been anybody else, I would have put on a mask and I would have walked away. And the fact that I didn't feel comfortable because they are police officers.
After tweeting his concerns, police responded, saying there may have been an investigative reason the officer was not wearing his mask. He may have been smelling for alcohol.
I can't imagine why it's not better to have the mask at least covering your mouth at that point, given that you'd be expelling air that way. It's difficult to think of any reason why you would need to be unmasked to investigate anything.
In a statement, Toronto police tell us when it comes to engaging with the public, we do our best to keep our distance, but sometimes that is not possible. Members have been directed to, when operationally possible, don a mask or facial covering when physical distancing is not possible.
I think this highlights some of the anxieties that the public and the police are experiencing right now. There are going to be opportunities or situations where the officer feels that a mask is going to inhibit their ability to carry on a proper investigation.
Police did confirm that during the pandemic, they are constantly reviewing procedures and practices to ensure not only their safety, but the public's safety. So as we continue to see a rise in case numbers, they may make some changes in the future.